Welcome to Mornings with Patty, in which I read from one of 6 spiritual daily meditation passages and I share my take on it. Today's topic is on change, and it's July 20th, and I'm reading from The Courage to Change. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and follow. And if you have any questions, just comment below. July 20th. In the past, joy was a rare visitor to many of us. In our spiritual practice, it often leads us to find it more frequently. But instead of sitting back and enjoying these pleasant moments, we tend to cling desperately to happiness, trying to freeze time and build and hold change at bay, as if our joy will be snatched away forever the moment our guard is down. We can become too busy avoiding change to enjoy the gifts we fear to lose. By clutching at what we most want to keep, we lose it all the more rapidly. Change is inevitable. We can depend on that. When we become willing to accept change, we make room for a loving universe, a loving God. By letting go of our efforts to influence the future, we become freer to experience the present, to feel all of our feelings while they are happening, and to more fully enjoy these precious moments of joy which we are blessed. Today, I will try to open myself to receive the abundance the universe has and holds out to me by experiencing what is and allowing the universe or God to decide what will be. And Alan Watts, one of my favorite 20th century philosopher, writes, "The harder we try to catch hold of the moment, to seize a pleasant sensation, the more elusive it becomes. It's like trying to clutch water in one's hands. The harder one grips, the faster it slips through one's fingers." Every single Eastern philosophy that I have studied in religions, what they say is that acceptance is the answer to everything. And what this reading is talking about is how we have a tendency to just hold on and cling on to what this beautiful moment is, because we will never have it again. Yes, you're right, you will never have it again. But clinging to it adds to our suffering because we're missing the present moment. The same thing it is about aversion, things we hate. The things we love, the things we hate. Michael Singer talks about it a lot in his books, The Surrender Experiment, The Untethered Soul. He talks about this in a way that helps us to accept what is. When we accept what is, then we can move to the next moment. But if we're trying to hold on to the past of all the joy we had, we're missing to what we have right now. And if we're clinging to the abominations that occurred or are occurring right now, then that keeps us from the present moment. And what I'm understanding at a really deep level is that this present moment is all we have. We don't have the past, we don't have the future. And when we want either of those things, when we want our joy, when we're so fucking inflexible that we can't be in the present moment, we are suffering. Period. That's the insanity. If you want something and you love it so desperately that you're holding on to it, you're suffering. When you hate something, you're suffering. The only way out is to be present. So see what you can do today. That's your task, to be as present as you can with all the feelings, to experience the feelings, to experience the moment. And change happens whether you like it or not, because that is the nature of life. We're going to all die one day, every last one of us. And on my deathbed, I'm not going to say, "Oh, I wish I had done this more," or "I wish I could have done this more," or "I loved my moments, those moments with my precious partner." No, I'm going to love what I have right now. And that's what I want you to do. Find out the things that you're going to love today and accept. Look at those things in your life that you love so much that you don't want it to end, and then let that go and be with the present moment. That's your job today.